Now we've got a look at conditions inside the studio from Jeremy. Let's send it outside now. John Jenko standing by live in Johnson City. Now, John, what can you tell us about current conditions there?
Yeah, Kelly, right now the snow's coming down at about the same rate we've seen it since about 6 a.m. this morning when we were in Kingsport. Just a steady snowfall, some smaller flakes, bigger ones here and there, but still coming down and still making contact with the pavement, but not really sticking. It's just wet still across all the pavement that we've seen here in Johnson City. Same with the other lower elevation, bigger cities like Johnson City and Kingsport. Now let's bring in Andy Best. He is the Assistant Director of Public Works here in Johnson City. Same conditions we've been seeing throughout the entire morning, actually even less snow on the ground now.
Yes, the temperatures have risen a little bit, and that seems to have allowed the snow to melt. So.
Our main concern tonight, though, is refreezing. What are you anticipating with that?
We will have a group here with the predicted snowfall throughout the night, and so we will be salting as necessary. As the temperatures do fall, we do think that the snow will stick. And we'll have to salt at that point in time.
And you can see it behind us, the salt mine for Johnson City. Plenty of salt on hand, looks like, and we're within the temperature range where that is favorable for us.
Yes, salt works great down to about the mid-20s, and then you have to put a little bit more on there, and it really kind of is minimal at 15 and below. So tonight's temperature, salt should work well.
What should drivers know if they have to head out tonight or come into work tomorrow morning, the things that they should be keeping in mind for their commute?
Just plan extra time and just be careful. If it's wet, just approach it where it could be slick.
Okay, and obviously your crews will be working throughout the night. Tell us about just the amount of work that they've had to do in the preparation for this winter event and what we're seeing now.
We have about 30 trucks that we do put our plows and our spreaders on. So they spent most of the day yesterday getting those ready for today. We do fill those up with salt, and we have been salting where needed.
With what we've seen today, with things just not sticking to the roads, has that been a little bit of a break for your crew?
They're still out driving the roads, so they're still there. They're just not putting down as much salt, which is a good thing. Yep. We've been putting it down on the bridges and hills.
Absolutely. Slick spots, has your crew noticed any of those?
Has there been some areas that have slick spots? Yes, but for the most part, the roads have been pretty well.
We've been on the major thoroughfares and really haven't encountered any problems. On the side streets, are they running into anything?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, good news there. As we head into the overnight hours, once again, I want to stress just what people should be looking out for.
Sure, if the road looks covered or slick, just be cautious and drive carefully.
All right. So that's the story here in Johnson City. We have seen just that steady snowfall throughout the day, but so far it has not made an impact. But like you heard him say just then, look out for tonight, the threat of refreezing, these wet roadways, and the additional snowfall that could come our way as well. Certainly something we will be looking out for. When we drove into Johnson City, we didn't have any problems, much like we've had throughout the entire day. So certainly something to keep an eye out on tonight, and just good practice tomorrow morning and tonight. Just stay home. I mean, it's not worth it to come out unless you absolutely have to. So if you have the option, stay home. That's what we're tracking snow-wise here in Johnson City. We will send it back.